Wow, he like a missile from the 50-yard line up here. That is what an NFL tackle looks like.
Okay, that's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And when Tom Brady pays you that kind of compliment, what goes through your mind?
I mean, it was kind of just surreal. I mean, I had a lot of people sending me that clip in particular. You know, grew up watching him, so just to him like talk about me and my play on the field is definitely like a dream come true almost, just getting that recognition and almost like solidifying myself in the league. So it's pretty dope.
It's pretty awesome, and the hits that you made in that first quarter, you could hear them from the press box. And I asked Kyle about it, and he said that you've got long strides and you tackle the right way. Where does that lack of fear come from? Because you're not the biggest guy on the field, but you do not care who you're hitting.
Yeah, it's just like a mentality thing, really. Just trying to separate the ball from the ball carrier, just, you know, nonstop physicality, aggressiveness. It's definitely like an out-of-body experience, and it's kind of like a different feeling when I step on the field. It's like a different persona almost. So I'm just trying to, you know, just always increase my tenacity and just, you know, embody what it means to be a football player.
Do you black out when you're about to hit somebody?
Like, I just envision the hit before it happens, and like as soon as I'm just closing in, I'm just like, oh yeah, like locked in, eyes on the target, like, and then it's just like executing at the end of the day.
Well, you've had a great sense of humor about the Mahomes goal line thing, and Kyle said you didn't take a cowardly angle or anything like that. You were going to take them head on. What's the reaction been like since you kind of posted about it yourself?
Yeah, it was just like, you know, had a pretty solid game, and then just that happening at the end, I was just like, man, this is about to go viral. And I knew as soon as it happened, I was like, bro, I don't know why I didn't just hit him like regular. Maybe I was just thinking, you know, making up other excuses like, okay, maybe he's already in the end zone, whatever. But, you know, at the end of the day, I got put on the ground. So it's just like when I posted about, you know, being welcome to the NFL, like, oh, I got to roll with the punches on this one. And it was kind of funny, just the reaction I got. And a lot of Kansas City fans even came to my defense, too, because they saw how I played. So it was just funny at the end of the day. Like, you just got to laugh stuff off like that. You know, just it's going to stick for a long time for sure. And something I can tell jokes about later down the road. So, yeah, it was crazy as soon as it happened. But I promise you that's never happening again. So.
Well, you've got Dak in the Cowboys this week. And you told me before the season began, you grew up a 49ers fan because your family rooted for Dallas and you wanted to be different. How did they start rooting for the Cowboys in the first place?
Yeah, so I guess it was weird because my mom's even from South Carolina, so that whole thing about rooting for them, I mean, I guess, you know, top teams during that time period, so they just leaned to the Cowboys. You know, they just, America's team, you know, a lot of fans came with that. And, you know, growing up, I always got a lot of it, whether it was Cowboys fans or even some family back home supporting the Steelers, but mostly Cowboys. But I was just, you know, just always rooting for the other team. And, you know, I started playing with like Frank Gore on Madden and stuff. I was like, yeah, maybe I like this team a little bit. And that was with me not even knowing the true history of the teams until like later down the road once I started getting more invested into football. But yeah, I've been on the opposite side, the enemy lines, for a long time growing up. So now it's even crazy that I'm actually on the team, and then I'm about to face that same team. Mom's still gonna be feeling some type of way, even though she says she dropped being a Cowboys fan, but you know, it's still, you know, a little bit that she's holding on to probably. So hopefully we can dead that on Sunday.
So she's not breaking out like the DeMarcus Ware or Tony Romo jersey for this weekend. She's fully on for the Niners.
She better be, or she's not getting a ticket. So she's full support of the 49ers now. So yeah, definitely that's going to be the plan going into Sunday.
Do you have a lot of family coming into town for this one?
Yeah, I got my mom and a lot of cousins, some aunts and uncles, and some other like family friends probably gonna want to come. So it's going to be a good turnout for sure.
When you got drafted by the 49ers, was there a family joke like, of course he goes there?
Yeah, exactly. We had all the hats listed on the table, and my aunt just like shoved them all on the ground. My uncle tried to pick up the Cowboys hat. Like, we threw it outside and everything. So yeah, it was definitely some emotions during that time.
Any smack talk or like, hey, don't hit Dak too hard?
Yeah,
from that
my
side
uncle will always say, because he's still a Cowboys fan, he'll say he's rooting for me, but like he'll try to say, oh, let Dak do this or let Ezekiel Elliott do that or whatever with CeeDee Lamb. Like, I'm not worried about any of that. So, you know, he just likes to throw in those little jokes here and on out. But, you know, I'm worried about, you know, putting an end to that for sure.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and good luck against Dallas. I'm assuming the family's going full red and gold on that one, so it'll be exciting to see.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.